All right, guys, I saw the Flash movie last night, and it is exactly what the DC universe needed. Black Adam and Shazam 2 came out recently, and they weren't up to the quality that everybody's looking for, but I'm happy to report that The Flash is really good. So what did I like so much about it? Let's start with Ezra Miller as Barry Allen. They played the character at multiple phases of his life, and it was really easy to tell which was which, even though it was the same actor. And each of the iterations of the character was a great performance in and of itself. Let's talk about multiverse stuff. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm a little bit winded of all the studios making use of multiverses at the same time. But with that said, they did a really good job of it in The Flash. I loved this movie's use of the well-known Flashpoint storyline. It allowed for a lot of really interesting cameos and situations and Easter eggs throughout the movie. One of those is the multiverse Supergirl that we've all seen in the trailers. And honestly, I think she might be the coolest version of Supergirl that's been put on screen so far. It was really cool seeing her go toe-to-toe with Zod and replacing Superman with her in the Man of Steel storyline. I thought it was a really great way to pay homage to the Snyderverse within this movie. And I won't spoil the ending just yet, but let's just say that I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. I thought it was almost perfect. Parts of it kind of contradict the lessons that I thought were learned throughout the story, but I won't give Andy Muschietti too hard of a time because it leaves the story in such a great place should they decide to pick up with a sequel. I also wanted to acknowledge the action. It was really cool seeing every character get a chance to kind of cut loose and use their powers and show what makes them so cool. We even got some of my new favorite Batman action scenes out of it. But there's always going to be something that I don't like about a movie. So in this one, it was mainly the special effects. Some of them were kind of wonky and obviously CG, but there are older movies, including Man of Steel, that did a better job with the special effects. And I feel like they could have done better here too. But I really enjoyed what was happening, so I won't let that spoil my review here. And I might as well go ahead and talk a little bit about spoilers here. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, go ahead and skip this part. Maybe come back after you've seen it and we could talk about it. So how cool was it to see the Nick Cage version of Superman as a cameo in there? I knew that Christopher Reeve and the old school Supergirl were going to show up, but just that one scene with all the different cameos and Easter eggs when they were in the big Speed Force bubble at the end was just so cool. But just the Nick Cage one was one that I didn't think that they would acknowledge in an actual movie. And also George Clooney at the end. I thought that was going to be Michael Keaton, but that was a pretty cool surprise seeing George Clooney there. And that's kind of what I meant when I say that it opened the door for a really interesting sequel. That could be like the basis of the whole Flash saga, is him just kind of constantly always trying to get back to the OG Snyderverse and never quite making it there. He could wind up in the Batman and Robin era of Batman. He can meet the Val Kilmer Batman. He could Adam West Batman. He could meet, Christopher Reeve and have a whole movie of that. And yeah, just that whole premise, I really liked it. And just for any fans of superhero movies and DC movies, I just really thought that was a nice touch, and it really makes it exciting, just the thought of what could happen from Flash movies in the future. Thanks for watching my video. Be sure to let me know what you thought in the comments, and like and subscribe, please.